we have no money left. So when friends or people came to visit, they want to help us. They like the idea. They stay with us. But we have no food for them, no money. So we eat banana trees for 3 months at the beginning. No match, no lighter even. Sometimes we need to use the ancient way, use the wood rubbing together to get the fire. It's hard to be together. People learn how to build up the wall to protect themselves. They call privacy. Privacy is a big wall that blocks us to be together. So we need to learn a lot. How can we break down this wall?
In this video, we had the chance to sit down with Jon Jondai, who is the founder of Pun Pun Farm, a world-renowned activist, speaker, author, but first and foremost, a farmer. Please enjoy.
We have power now.
Yeah, wow, it feels professional. Thank you so much for talking to us and taking the time. You're a very busy person and a very popular person. So I guess I want to start just if you can, for people that don't know you or know about you, I think a lot of people do already, but maybe just describe yourself or tell us a little bit about what you do and who you are.
My name is Jon Jondai. I'm a farmer from the northeastern of Thailand. And I start building at the beginning. I started earthen building in Thailand. So I have been teaching about earthen building for more than 25 years. And after that, I feel like I want to stop building, but it's so hard to stop. But I decrease a lot, decrease traveling to do earthen building because I think seed saving is more important than building. So I want to spend the rest of my life to do seed saving. So I start to stop travel to do building workshop all over the country. After I did that almost 5 years. So I decided to bought a piece of land in Chiang Mai to do seed saving. So we call Pun Pun Seed Saving Center. And then we still do earthen building, but not as much as before because our main focus is to do seed saving. And then we have to do earthen building because we have no money to start a project. So we have to start a project with zero, nothing in our hand. So we have to do building and accommodation thing, everything by ourselves. And now we are Pun Pun now. It's a place where we can live easily. We learn a lot. We do seed saving. So that's the main thing I'm doing now is to do seed saving with at Pun Pun. And then now we extend to my hometown too. We start another project at my hometown to do more seed saving there. And in the same time, I'm co-founder of Tham Thurukit company. So it's a company who it's social enterprise company. So we invite people to buy the share, and then we train farmer to grow food in an organic way and do saving seed and design their land to have a lot of many varieties of plants in their land, and then develop the soil, make the soil alive again, save water, save the variety of plant, and then grow for themselves first, leftover. They send to the company. The company will sell their leftover and send money back to them. So that's the project that we are doing now.
So you're slowing down, but still expanding in other ways, right?
Yeah.
You can't stop.
Yeah. It's when we start to work on seed saving, it's so big scale. It's not only just save seed. It's not only save seed it's not like collecting the antique thing. It's not something like that. Saving seed just means we need to save in our life. So we need to work a lot. How can we make the seeds? It's in our life. So we need to do a lot of workshop, of training, start some business to support people who want to do seed saving. They have to survive. And how can we bring the local seed to the public, to the market? So whenever people use it, it will alive. But when people don't use it, it will disappear. So that's why we have to work a lot.
Cool. Wow. So there's a lot of things that you've done over the past 30 years since you first started Earth in Building in Thailand, and then making Pun Pun, the seed saving, all of these other projects. And this year is the 20-year anniversary of Pun Pun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that's a huge milestone, right?
Yeah. Pun Pun is something not normal. Because we did not think about to have a community at the beginning. So I bought a land, and then I think about maybe I can stay there with Peggy, my wife, and we grow for saving seed and eat whatever we have and give seed to people. That's the original idea. But when we started, a lot of people keep coming to visit us, and many of them don't want to leave. So they keep staying longer and longer, and then more and more people stay. Only 1 month, it turned to unintentional communities. So we have more than 7 people in the first month.
Wow.
And then after that, not really long, we have more than 20 people. So now we need to try to limit number of people. We don't want to have too many people there.
Right.
And then Pun Pun is a place where people come and learn. It's nobody own Pun Pun. Pun Pun is belong to everybody who come. So it's a place for people come and experiment, and then searching for themselves. What do they want? What kind of life do they want, so they can experiment more. So it's just a place for people to come and experiment. But it have a very big impact because it changed so many people's life. And then in the same time, it make people discover themselves. They know what they want in their life more and more. So Pun Pun itself is nothing special. It's very common. It's like a small house, a small village, something like that. But nothing fancy, nothing nice. But it helps people to see some different perspective, with different way of living.
Yeah.
So this year is 20 years. So fast.
Yeah.
It's very fast.
Wow. So I think with that perspective in mind, I think everything that you just said is definitely resonating with our experience of Pun Pun, of coming there and really not having any idea of what Pun Pun is like. For me, I first heard about Pun Pun when I watched a video on YouTube, and I thought, oh, there's this interesting kind of philosophical farmer in Thailand, and I want to learn about farming and growing your own food. I should go and see this place, like go and find out about it. And I think, yeah, in a lot of ways, Pun Pun is like a simple place, but there is something very special at Pun Pun that I think is hard to describe. So, but thinking about, 20 years of building this place and everything that you've been doing, I kind of want to go back to that beginning phase of when you first had the idea to buy this land. Like, what was the inspiration for you? Like, how did that really come alive for you? And I think you already answered this a little bit, that you didn't expect it to become what it is today, but maybe just take us a little bit like through your journey, like of when you think back to when you first started, like what was happening, what you were thinking about.
So I did a lot of earth and building workshop, and then I don't like building actually, but I have to travel for more than 5 years to teaching building. In 5 years, we built more than 100 buildings.
Wow. And people are really interested in learning about
1 week. Sometimes we build more than 10 buildings in 1 week.
Oh my God.
When we have many people come together, we just decide to build many houses in the same area. So, and I think I don't like to do building much, but I have to do it because I'm the first person who started in this era. So, but the knowledge is spreading already. It's everywhere. And building a house is not something complicated. Anybody can build it. So even the kids, 9 years old, they can build their own house. The old man, 73 years old, can build his own house. So I don't need to spend my time to do building anymore. I feel like that. But the most urgent thing is I noticed that the seeds disappear from the world every day, never come back. Many things that I used to eat when I was a kid, I could not find anymore. So I think this is the most urgent thing to do, because seed is food, food is life. When we have more diversity of seed, that means we have security in our life. But when we have less seeds, our life is not secure. And then now the seed turn to weapon. There's a few group of people, they like the colonist people. They use seed as weapon to occupy people all over the world. They own the seed, and then they force people in another country to make the law to let them own it legally. So that's the way they rob the food from people. So when they promote people in our country to eat this seed, all people stop growing local seed. It makes the local seed disappear. I think this is the most dangerous thing in human's life. So I think I want to spend the rest of my life to do seed saving. That's the main idea. And then I decide to stop travel to do building workshop. And then I use the rest of the money I have in my life to buy a piece of land here. And then at that time, we start to looking for the land, and then we got the land in Chiang Mai. And so Peggy and my wife, she want to work with me in this thing too. So we plan to start our new project together at this place. So I think to saving seed is not easy work, because there's so many variety of seed, and saving seed is the job. It's the duty of everybody on this earth. It's not only one person. But how can we save it? So we just open for people to help us, because we don't have money when we bought the land. We have no money left. So when friends or people came to visit, they want to help us. They like the idea. They stay with us. But we have no food for them, no money. So we eat banana trees for 3 months at the beginning.
Wow.
So no money, no match, no lighter even. Sometimes we need to use the ancient way, use the wood rubbing together to get the fire to start cooking.
Wow.
But it's interesting that we have not much at that time, but people don't want to leave. People keep staying longer and longer. Even you eat banana tree every day, 3 meals a day. But nobody want to leave because they feel like they learn so much. Every day they understand some new thing, they gain more new skill, new experience. So this is the one thing that I learned, that wow, normally if no money, no food, not comfortable thing in our life, people will leave. But when they gain something inside, like gain more skill, more understanding, even no food, they still stay. That means understanding or the knowledge, the wisdom is very important for human.
Yeah.
So when we have more and more people come to stay together, we think about our place can be a learning center. Because everybody who come to stay with us, they want to learn how to change their life, learn how to make their life easy. So we decide that our place will be learning center. But learning center is not for people from outside to come and learn. The main thing is for us to learn how to be together and how to make our life easy, how to design our life to make it easy for us, to make it fun and happy. So the first thing that we need to learn is learn to be together, because we were disconnected for a long time. People don't know how to be together anymore. Like in the past, people learn how to be together because it's a big family. So parents transfer the heritage of being together to the next generation. But now we were designed to disconnect from each other. Most of kids don't know how to be with other people.
Yeah.
Because they were sent to the kindergarten, to preschool, to kindergarten. They don't have time to be together with the family, but they have to be with somebody in the school, which is different from family, because in the family you be together, joy, suffering, and happiness together, and help each other. That's the way we learn love, we learn about care, we learn about how to be together. But in the school, it's about competition. It's not about learning how to be together. So new generation, when they grew up, we don't know how to care, how to be together anymore. Just know about competition mainly. So when they come to the farm, it's hard to be together because people learn how to build up the wall to protect themselves. They call privacy. Privacy is a big wall that blocks us to be together. So we need to learn a lot. How can we break down this wall? So Pan, we start to use the technique like a communist technique. Like nobody own anything, everything become to public. So nobody own everything at Pan. So we use everything together. And then in the same time, we learn how to have no leader. Everybody have to be a leader. So there's no leader at Pan. No rules, no discipline. This is what we learn. And then after we experiment to not own anything, to have no leader, no discipline, no rules for a while. At the beginning, it's like a mess. But after a while, you can see new form of communities. I think it's very interesting thing to see how it move. Because when we have no rules, people develop their common sense more. Because if you have rules, you don't care, just rely on the rules.
Right.
But when you have no rules, you need to care, you need to think. Like we never talk about drinking, we never talk about smoking at the farm. In the meeting, we never talk. But instead of talking about that, we grow tobacco in the past. We make wine, we make whiskey, we make everything. But people have common sense that when they drink, when they smoke, they will not bother other people. So when they smoke, they will walk away very far and smoke and come back. When they drink, they know that it's late. They stop. They don't want to disturb other people. So this is common sense that they develop it. I feel like it's important because we don't need to have a meeting often. Meeting is very boring thing in our life. So when we have common sense, everybody know what to do. Everybody know what is the problem. So we don't need to have a meeting about that. That's make the big change. In the same time, when we have no leader, everybody become leader. Because if you have leader, if you have managers, if you see the broken pipe, you will go tell the leader or manager. The light bulbs stop working, you go tell the leader. Somebody else have to do it. But when you have nobody else, you have to fix it. You have to do it. So that help people to develop themselves to be able to do many things. And then they have common sense about how to be the leader, how to take care of things together. So when we have nothing belong to anybody, everything belong to everybody, so we share each other more. So that help us to feel like we are a big family. We live together. That's why when we start this place a few years later, we feel like it's a big chain, that everything moving in its own way, that we don't need to manage much. So Pan Pan is a kind of management with no management. So nobody manage it. It just flow. So this is the way we learn. That's the way of the meaning of learning center. We learn how to be together. We learn how to let it manage itself. And in the same time, we learn how to develop things to make things easy. Like we learn how to build houses in different way. We make adobe house, we make straw bales, we make earth chip, we make sandbag, we make many, even bamboo in different places. So we learn how to do building, and we learn about farming, because we eat, we need to know where our food come from, we need to know how to grow them. So we, like 5 people do gardening, they maybe have 5 techniques. So people are not the same. So they have their own way, they have their own way of learning. So that's good, because we did not monopolize the thinking, the idea. If you like this technique, do it. If you don't like it, do another way. But when we look at each other, we learn from each other a lot. So this is the way I feel like it's important for us, help us to learn so much. And then we learn how to do self-healing. We learn how to do daily needs that we use in everyday life. Make soap, make shampoo, make sauce, make things like that. So we learn everything around us, including we design how to take care of kids at the farm. We do homeschooling. How can we have kids and the kids will not be a big burden for us? So we don't need to worry about to send them to the expensive school or something like that, but we create a new system for them here. So it's so fun to learn to design many things in our life like this. So learning center of Pan Pan is for us to learn. But lately, when we learn something, people from outside want to learn from us too. So they will come and live with us and learn and observe what we are doing and learn from us too. So in the same time, when people come to the farm, many of them are good in many ways. Some of them have special talents. So we learn a lot from other people. It's like an exchange knowledge. So we don't feel like we are a teacher, we are a specialist in anything. We just keep learning. This is the meaning of learning center for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
If I can just take you back to the early days of Pan Pan, I can imagine eating banana trees for 3 months. It was probably a lot. Was there ever a point where you doubted what you were doing, had doubts about yourself or your dream for the future? And how did you deal with those along the way?
We don't have much doubt actually, because every day is so much fun. Because when we eating banana trees, that means we waiting for our vegetable to grow. Because we plant vegetable but not grow good enough yet. So we start to eat something, but we have some expectation that soon they grow. We will have more things to eat. We grow corn, we grow potato, sweet potato, we grow pumpkin, squash, and things like that. So it have to take a while. And in the same time, most of people who stay with us are city people. So they're exciting to observe when things grow. Oh, pumpkins start to grow so fast, more than 1 foot per day is extend. So they're exciting. How can life go that fast? And then sometimes we get bored from banana trees. We just break the shoot of pumpkin or squash and cook it and eat it. So it's a lot of experimenting and learning all the time. That's why it's so much fun. So when we have no money, we learn so much. And then I think that part is very important for us. Because if we have money, we did not learn this much.
Right.
Because when whatever we want, we just pay money. You get it. So that's easy, but you did not learn. But when we have no money, you have to do it. So when you do it, you have more skill. You have more understanding. Like if you have money to buy a lighter, a match. So you need to learn how to get the bamboo and rub together until it make the fire. We can make a fire from bamboo. So everybody exciting about that because most of us from the city, and then they don't know that we can make a fire with our lighter or match. So it's fun for them. That's why they don't want to leave.
Not many people have these skills
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
So you'd say it's the constant process of learning and having fun that just keeps you going through those hard stages in the beginning.
And then when we live together, we don't talk about mistake. We just talk about what did we learn. So whatever we do it, we don't care about mistake or we lose something, we lost something, we don't care. But what did we get from it? What did we learn from it? That's more important. Because when we learn, we will not make mistake again. So I think it's so much fun when we think in this way. So we have no fear, no worry. Just do it. Whatever you want to do it. And nobody say no. Because nobody is the boss. No leader.
I think when like hearing you talk like that and thinking about people coming to learn more than learning about these specific skills, it's really a new way of learning how to think and how to be, more than I learned this about this vegetable or this about this building. It's really learning how to change your mind. Like that's you're opening your mind to a different way of being, because like you said, so many people think, well, how can I make a fire? I need a lighter. I need this thing, because they think in a certain way. But the way that you're thinking, what you're promoting, and just this idea that, yeah, like you actually can, like maybe you are the thing that's stopping you from doing what you want to do. Like it's a very empowering way of looking at life and living through life. And I think, yeah, when I hear, oh my gosh, you like ate the same thing for 3 months, like for most people that'd be like, oh, like they would give up. But if you're thinking like, look at my vegetables growing and what I'm learning and experiencing, you tapped into something deeper, I think, for people. Like it's not just about learning these specific skills. It was like meeting a different need, like on a deeper level, like inside people, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's even we eat the same thing over and over, but it's not the same. Like we eat banana stem every day, but every meal is not the same. Today it can be like a salad banana stem. The next day it can be tom yum banana stem, and then in the evening it can be like a steamed banana stem with something else. Sometimes it become like a hamburger, something like that. So every day is create a new thing, every meal. So every time when we eat, it's not the same. So that's the way we learn. We understand that the problem is not obstacle. So the problem is something fun for us, more challenge for us. So when it's not obstacle, you don't worry about it. Just play with it, try, and then just learn so much from it after that. So this is the way I feel like it's important to think in this way, because normally we learn to react, but we did not learn to think. Like you go study, learn how to cook Thai food. You just go take down the recipe. You just do the same thing, copy. You learn to copy, but you did not learn to think. So for us, we don't have any recipe. Just learn character of each ingredient, and you can put anything together and what will come out. So it's more fun in this way, because you feel like you are yourself. You did not copy from other people. So this part is important. That's why in Pan Pan, we don't want people to think that I'm learned this from Pan Pan. I want people to feel that I developed this myself. We want people to feel like that. That's why we never claim that, oh, this is people, is a branch of Pan Pan, this is people, the family of Pan Pan who learn from here and then they do it themselves. We don't want people to feel like that. We want people to feel like they are themselves, they develop it. So Pan Pan is only a place where it helps people to imagine, to develop themselves, that's all. So we did not expect that it will be something that people have to copy.
So Pijo, I know a lot of people know you from the TED Talk you did over a decade ago now, right? If TED Talk were to come to you again today, what would you talk about?
I will not talk again.
You would not talk again?
No. I did 3 TED Talks already. So I think that's enough. Yeah. But if I have to talk now, I like to talk about seed saving more. That's the main thing that I feel like it's worth to talk about it. So it's more important than anything else.
Wow.
So
That is just thinking about seed saving. When you first had the idea to save seeds and have this place with Peggy and with your family, was anybody else doing seed saving?
at that time,
Where did that kind of
at that
come
time, it's only a few people who do seed saving in Thailand, but only one person who do seriously. A few people who do seriously, not many people. And people think, why you need to save seeds? It's a lot of seed in the market. You can buy it, whatever, in the market. But people don't know because most of them are not a farmer. They don't know that those seed is hybrid seed. You cannot save seed anymore. You need to buy every time you grow. And then the price of seed is so expensive. 60% of the investment of farmer, you pay for seed, for fertilizer and hormone.
Wow.
It's come from the same company mainly. So before that, we did not invest money in farming. Whatever we sell, that's our net profit. But now, whatever you grow, you need to give 60% at least to the company.
Wow.
And then when you sell it, you have to sell very low price because the company control the price, control the market. So how can farmers survive?
Yeah.
So that's why the population of farmers decreased all over the world. In the state itself, only less than 2% of people are still farmers there. So in many countries, it decreased rapidly.
Right.
Even in Thailand, only 40 years, our farmer from 80%, now we have less than 40% in Thailand. So what will happen with our food?
Yeah.
Right.
Because
In the
our
near
need for
future.
food hasn't been decreasing.
Yeah,
It's
we-
only
we
increasing.
need more.
Yeah.
And then in the same time, the company came in and then take over the farming process. And they grow only a few varieties. And they train us to eat only a few varieties. Like the company that train American people to eat only corn, wheat, and soybean,
Right.
and potato, mainly. So corn is in everything. When we eat less variety, we get less nutrition.
Yeah.
Diversity is the most important for our health. When we eat only corn, wheat, potato, soybean, we did not eat enough vegetable. There's so many nutrition that our body needs. But some of them is very little, but it's very important. So that's why we have so much sickness with no germ in our life now. So we get sick a lot, even we have a lot of technology, a lot of medicine, but people still die, not different from the past. Die a lot when they're young too. We have more sickness, but most of them with no germ, and we cannot treat them. We cannot heal them. Even we have high technology. So this is what happened from the food that we eat. So I think it's important to bring the diversity back
Yeah.
to our life.
Yeah, I think it's crazy to hear you tell us about that there's varieties of things that you ate as a kid that you can no longer find. And I think people think a lot about this in terms of endangered animals and species that go extinct, but I don't think people think about this in terms of food or
Yeah.
seeds, which
Yeah.
is, it's,
Yeah, like a fish. Thai people have many rivers. Most of Thai people grew up with freshwater fish. Each river we have in Thailand, 50 years ago, we have more than 2,000 variety of fish in each river. So each year, people eat many hundred variety of fish, freshwater fish. But in the last 10 years, the whole country have only 3 varieties of freshwater fish in the market now.
Wow.
So it's so sad because the company train us eat only the variety that they own, that
That
fish.
they can make the most profit from.
They make the profit from it. Even vegetable. We used to eat more than 100 varieties of vegetable per year. Each season, in Thailand we have 3 seasons. Each season we have more than 30 varieties of vegetable.
Wow.
So after rainy season, you like this vegetable, but you cannot have it because they don't have no shoot for you anymore. You need to eat new varieties. So every year we eat a lot like this. This is the way people grew up in everywhere in the world. But now they train us to eat only Chinese kale, morning glories, and cabbages, tomato, cucumber.
It's
So
everywhere.
everywhere,
In everything.
everywhere, you eat the same thing.
Yeah.
But in the past, only one province they eat different from another province because you have different thing, different location, different area.
Yeah.
But now we were trained to eat the same thing, so the company can make more profit because they own the seed, they own the variety
Right.
of food, and then they train people from all over. Like now, only Monsanto they own corn. They make people all over the world pay money to them because everybody eat high fructose corn syrup. Everybody eat corn starch, but we don't know that we're eating it.
Right.
Like in Thailand, we have a lot of sugar cane. We have the best palm sugar. We have the best coconut sugar. We have so much honey here. But they train us to eat corn syrup. We don't eat what we have. So this is what happened. So it's quite scary to think about the future of food. And it relates to the future of us too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think we need to think more about these topics.
I mean, I know you've dedicated your life to trying to change people's minds on these types of things. Do you think the younger generations, are they starting to get it, or are they going further away?
I think the majority, they don't care. They just eat whatever the company feed them. But there's a small number of people who start to be aware about this. And these people are growing slowly but stable. So in the last 5 years, I feel like it's growing a little bit faster than before. Like when we start Pan Pan 20 years ago, we tried to give free seed to people. People don't want it. They said, oh, we want hybrid seed. The high yield, grow fast, that's what they want.
Right.
They make money. But after 5 years of me working, we did a lot of training, workshop and things like that, talking. And then the number of people who want our seed increased a lot, especially during the pandemic. More than 10,000 package per week that we send to people. So that means people be aware more about what happened with seed, about this crisis of food. So I think it's growing in a good way.
Yeah. Oh, that's incredible. Something I was thinking about, since you're quite well known, very well known in Thailand and globally as well. You have a lot of people that know about you, want to learn from you, have heard about Pun Pun. What's something that people misunderstand about you?
I think the biggest thing that people understand that they think people know me a lot, so I will make a lot of money. So it's like when you're famous, like a movie star, singer, they make a lot of money.
Right.
But it's opposite because I don't have time to make money in my life. So I just focus on what I'm doing. So I don't even have insurance in my life because I feel like I don't have time to work to make money like a normal people. So I have to work with a lot of farmers, of poor people, support them, help them, do a lot of workshop and training for them, so they can be aware about seed saving. And then we work more than about 20 years. We never ask for funding from anywhere. So we just use whatever we have, the resources we have. When we do workshop, we have some leftover money from the workshop, so we just use those money to grow vegetable, saving seeds. So that's why Pun Pun's member, we don't have insurance, we don't have income like a normal people.
Right.
But everybody have been working together more than 10 years.
Being at Pun Pun and kind of hearing just your story of how things started and how they've changed and all of the things that you're involved in now is really like pretty incredible, like all of the things that you've done in your life. I think you have an amazing legacy that you're leaving, all of the influence that you have. And like you said at the start, like you inspire a lot of people, and a lot of people hear what you have to say and understand your message, and they want to do something in response to it. What's the main thing that you want to tell people that are inspired to do something about their food, about their way of life, how they're living, to think differently about, you know, how they're participating in the system in the way that we've been conditioned? People that want to break out of that, what would be your advice, or what you want to share or tell them?
I think the most important thing is we need to think about our life. It's very short. We don't have a lot of time in our life. So the most important thing now, we need to learn how to love ourselves. Before, we did not care much about ourselves. We torture ourselves a lot by working, overworking. And we hurt ourselves a lot by eating garbage. Eating something's not food, a lot. And we hurt so many things in the world. Environment, we hurt the soil, water, and plant. That means we hurt ourselves. We rob them. We rob ourselves. So our life is very short. Why we have to be on this earth and work harder than slave, just to kill ourselves? What's the point? So I think it's important to come back to think about ourselves. Our life is very short. How can we make it fun? How can we enjoy the rest of our life as much as we can? How can we enjoy happiness, enjoy the breeze, enjoy the food, enjoy being together? There's so many nice things to do. And then when we enjoy it, when we love it, we care about everything. When we care about our health, we will not eat bad food. When we eat good food, we will not hurt the environment. We will not hurt other people. So it's so easy to do like this. So when we enjoy enough, when we die, we don't struggle much because it's enough. I enjoy enough already. It's time to die. We can die happily. But if we work as hard as slave, work, make money, and work and make money and eat very bad, and when we are going to die, we feel struggle, we feel sad that I haven't do that yet, I haven't do this yet. I did not go there, I did not go here, but I will die already. They don't want to die. So we torture ourselves and die. Or are we going to enjoy our life and die? I think this is the choice.
Easy choice.
Yeah.
If you think about it, yeah, easy choice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for talking with us. And yeah, just, I think I feel very grateful that you have the courage and the inspiration to really follow what you believe and share your ideas, because a lot of people don't think like you, don't believe like you, because of the way that we have been taught to think and to be. And it's people like you that I think are paving the way for the future, for people to see he has done it. Like he is following this path and living a life that I want to enjoy my life. You know, like he chose something, like maybe I can also choose this. So,
and I mean, just in our experience being here, we've met so many people that have changed their entire life just because they read one of your books or listened to your talk or just watch you and follow you. So I think it's inspiring to us that someone can have such an impact on the world just by sharing what's truly in their heart and what they want to see change. So, thank you.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so much.
much. Yeah.